Welcome to the last week of the CAP plugins challenge. So let's start. Basically, we have 3 new plugins to implement, and we're going to start with the first one. I already have the service running, the page here. I have the GitHub of subsamples, so we can start seeing some examples if needed. And yeah, so let's start with audit logging. And like everything, we follow the links, and this time we don't have the comment to add, but we can do it by ourselves. So we npm add and the plugin. So we can see here that we need to put an annotate, in this case in the books entity. So let's do it. So if you come here to the DB schema, we have the entity books. So let's do like this. So let's copy, paste, put books. And if we come here, we can see that the stock is supposed to be sensitive. So let's put the stock sensitive. And let's try to call the books. So if you come here and we put our user, we have a warning. Okay, this was the first request. Okay, it's not working, it seems. So what I think is missing is some part here, but let's search for personal data. And you can see an example of the authors here. And let's copy this and put it here and try again. We can do a file to be more easy, where we can just call books. And yeah, so first request. We need to send the authorization basic, and we should do base 64 in code and put Alice 2 points and send this. And yeah, and we now have the audit log, as you can see, and let's compare. So name stock, books ID, and they are auditing the author, so we are auditing the books, and we can see that we are basically saying we are accessing the stock attribute, so we are logging it. So this first part is done. The second part is to add a custom audit logic, and if we come here, they point us to this link, and if we come to automatic audit logging guides, we can see here they're adding the plugin, doing a test, and below we have the custom logging. So let's do it. So let's copy this and put in our service, and they want us to do this in the submit order action, so in here. So when this is pressed, we want to do this. So they want we copy this to here, and here we're going to say, like, they want submit order. No, this is just the ID. maybe it's dev challenge what they want from here. So the description is going to be submit order, the UID, here is data, the tenant, request data, tenant, the user is the user ID, and the time. So request data time. And if you come here, we need to create a post for the submit order, and we can get that link from here on the metadata. Submit is not here, then must be here. Exactly, so this link, and we want submit order, and the authorization, and the JSON, and in here we can see the fields from the CAT service. So it's book and quantity. So book, we can use this one, for example, and we want just one. And maybe is this. Okay, so you can see that we perform an order and should stock always go down, exactly. And we have here the dev challenge, like I put in here, dev challenge, and the submit order, UID, tenant, user time. So everything that you see here, it's there. Okay, so first part is done, and we can commit this. So this is the audit logging, week 4. Okay, so next step is to add the notifications, and we do the same steps. Copy the command, add, and now we can start sending notifications. They want us to create the list books of read. So first thing we need to see, it's here, how to use it. And basically we need to put this in a file called service notification types JSON. So in the service, we create the JSON file, we copy this to here. And what are these fields? If you come here below and you see this, you see that in the end you have this message, and this message, it's this one, incident created. As you can see, engine overeating in here too. So it's the value that is passing. So basically you're going to use this example with that template. So let's create ours, and ours is going to be called list of books read, that is here. So list of books read, and the rest can be almost all the same. Books read, so the book read is the title, and list of book, just say book read, and book read title from user. Okay. And one thing that we are not going to test is, if you see, this is from the Launchpad and we don't have this icon in our Launchpad. So you won't be able to test this. And if you come here, as you can see, we don't have the icon here, so yeah, we will not be able to see the notification, but yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. And now we're going to add these fields that we can copy from here. So let's keep this like this, and here in the cat service, they want us to do it is read, I mean list of books is read, and the discount has been applied. So I would say it's here that they want it. Now we need our name, list of books read here. This can be like this, and this is the name. So in our case, we want the ID. So let's start with the ID. It's false, and the value is coming from is not each. If you see, this each is going to bring the array. But you're going to see that later. So let's do it like this. So ID, that is a string. Okay, now let's put the user CDS context user ID. Nice. Now we want the title. And also the stock. And the stock is sensitive. Okay, we can save. And now we can come here and make a request to our list of books. So if you come here on the network, we have the link. This is a post. Do we want the list of books? So this HTTP basic, and it's a get. Okay. So we are having okay, because we are not importing the alert, I forgot this. So in here of top, they give us that line. And paste. We need to pass this to a sync. And test again. So as you can see, we have the audit logs, but it seems, yeah, that's what I was trying to tell. Let's disable the logs for a moment. So undo the request. We don't have the information of the rest, as you can see, and that's because this is not one entry, it's all of them. So let's say entries and do a for each. And for, can I do, no? Okay, so let's do this. And now we should be able to get at least 2 books, because there are 2 books that have stock bigger. So as you can see, we got the notifications. So, oh, but we are not getting the stock, are we? Yes, we are. So we got the stock value here and here. So I think that's what they wanted. Except we are printing every time, and that's because, exactly, this if is correct. Oh, all right. Okay, so now we should only print the ones that that have more than 11. So this one, and yeah, so just 2 of them, and it's printing right. Just a warning, if you didn't disable this, you're going to have a weird messages. So now the logs, no, they are here. Okay, so I guess when I was doing it alone, I had a weird problem, but it seems that both work simultaneously. And when I was doing alone also, I was having a problem because if you come here, you see that these are not being updated, the titles, like we do it here. So if you see the titles come with the discount, and that's because at least the solution I found is that we need to come here to this Fiori service and say on the books to also bring the stock. And now the books going to appear with the discount. I don't know if this is a good solution, but it's what I found. Also, I'm not sure if this is what they wanted or if they wanted always to print the items and only in here when when we do the logic of the discount here, that they want us to notify about that specific order. But yeah. And the last thing that we are missing, let's just already do this. So this, everything okay. Okay, week 4, and the plugin is the notifications. Okay. And for last, we just need to add the telemetry. So you can just copy this to here. Do a simple request. And as you can see, you already have the telemetry, so you can disable the other if you want to take the screenshot for the challenge. And now that I'm thinking, let me try it like this, just to see. This stock. What is one book that has more than that stock? Okay, this one. Okay. I'm seeing that in case we don't do this, if we enter here, but I don't think we do. If we are just going to get one specific audit log, and I guess we do. So maybe they just did the without the for, so it only prints when you get a specific book, it seems. I did something wrong here. So I want to this and this. and this can go away. Each is not defined, so here, send. Let's also comment this again to see. Yeah, no, it was like I did. Okay, so yeah, that's it.